The Rising Festival, held over the 4th to the 6th of July, might just be the best new festival of 2024, and it's all down to one simple fact. They got a lineup worth at least £150, and they offered it for just a third of that price. Yeah, you heard me right, this entire festival was only £50, held at the Kibblestone Scout Camp near Stoke-on-Trent. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen a festival that offered better value for money, and a lot of that came down to the incredible music. Kicking off the party, Loonaloop delivered an absolute avalanche of live dance music. Touring over from Australia, these guys fused Western folk with traditional Antipodean sounds, including the didgeridoo, all layered over hard-pounding dance beats. They instantly became a new favourite of mine. Next up were festival favourites Henge. Now, yeah, these space rockers seem to be everywhere at the moment, but honestly, they just go so hard that I can't blame any organiser for adding them to their bill. Like, I say this every time I review them, but you think a Henge mosh pit wouldn't be all that great. Yeah, every single time I've seen them, the crowd goes absolutely wild, with just an absurd amount of energy bouncing around right in front of the stage. And no crowd-killing knobheads either. After Henge, we got to experience the death of guitar pop. Fun and bouncy, these modern ska heroes have a bright, almost bubblegum sweet approach to the genre, which is refreshing when modern ska often leans very punky. With sing-along lyrics you can pick up by the second chorus, and a self-depreciating yet egoistic sense of humour, these Essex lads should not be missed. The first headliner though, well, it really wasn't something you'd expect at a £50 festival. Originally, at least in part from the mean streets of Ipswich, Bob Vylan, despite probably hating the place, are absolutely my hometown heroes. Heavy, loud and aggressive, their set had this amazing home crowd feel, with the Rising's independently minded, punky audience really meshing with the Bob's powerful rage against injustice. Now, I know some people think this duo is all ego, but honestly, after facing all the crap modern Britain's thrown at them and winning, I get it. Big Bob's ferocity, power and defiance are entirely earned, and they were perfect for the day after the Tories got smashed in the general election. The next morning, feeling pretty rough, I didn't manage to get up until about 3, but eventually I managed to drag myself over to the dance tent to see Space Hopper. Now, straight out of bed or not, I bloody love Space Hopper, and they were in top form at the Rising, cranking out a crazy good set of dub and trance bangers, perfect for waking me up and getting me moving. Then came the national madness. England in the Euro quarter-final. Somehow, we won on penalties, which feels about as unlikely as finding a £50 festival this good. Normally, I'd strongly object to putting on the footy at a music festival, but England is England, and an England win is an England win. It just added even more excitement to the day. After the football, the Three Daft Monkeys were on the main stage. Now, I go back and forth a lot on the Three Daft Monkeys. Sometimes I think they're brilliant, and sometimes, well, they're just a little, I don't know, a little too something. At the Rising though, they fit my taste perfectly, and I had a great time. I shouldn't be surprised, they're top-notch performers with a damn interesting sound. Unashamedly whimsical, merging Celtic folk with ska and gypsy jazz, when performing live, the Three Daft Monkeys' energy takes over the crowd, and their relentless cheerfulness soothes the audience and leads them wherever the band wants to go. Wrapping up the festival though, some of the scene's greatest legends took to the stage. The Dub Pistols, who burst out releasing Cyclone nearly 30 years ago now, were probably the best headliner the Rising could have picked. Effortlessly controlling the crowd, they smashed through their set, from their big hits like Mucky Weekend to actually managing to improve on the ska standards set down by legends like the Specials. There's a reason why Barry Ashworth is a big name on the independent festival scene, and it's not just because he runs Mucky Weekender. In conclusion, The Rising is the best value festival I've ever experienced, maybe short of those that are entirely free. I haven't even mentioned everything that was there. There are a bunch of incredible artists I didn't even get to see. Zion Train, Brian Stone, Banco Gudegaya, and I'm not even done. The Rising offered more than festivals charging 3 times as much, and has managed to gather a great community together really quickly. The only downside I could find was the relatively early music curfew, but that wasn't that much of an issue given the amount of fun going on in the campsite. Basically, The Rising is fucking brilliant, and I really hope it wasn't a one-off. We still haven't heard any news, but I'd love to see what they do with their second edition.